The reason you feel off right now has nothing to do with burnout, lack of discipline, or needing another retreat. You're drowning your own signal. And almost every high performer I work with gets this completely backwards. They try to fix it by adding more, when the actual problem is they've added too much already. I've spent over 2 decades working with clinical hypnotherapy, energy work, intuitive guidance. I've watched hundreds of smart, driven people misdiagnose this exact feeling. Here's what I've learned that nobody is saying out loud. The out-of-sync feeling is a spiritual crisis, but not the kind you've been told. It's a crisis of presence. Your soul is trying to speak, and your nervous system is too saturated to hear it. The signal is there. The volume of your life is just too loud. I'm going to walk you through 3 steps. Step 1. Diagnose the saturation. Step 2. Cut the input. Step 3. Ask the one question that ends the confusion. Let's go. Step 1. Diagnose the saturation. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They assume the off feeling means something is wrong with them. It doesn't. It means too much input is hitting your system and your soul can't get a word in edgewise. Everything feels equally urgent and equally meaningless at the same time. That's the signature of presence in exile. Stop treating it like something you need to fix from the outside. The crisis isn't that you've lost your way, it's that you've lost contact with the part of you that already knows the way. 3 things to do today. 1. Write down every input source in your life right now: apps, people, meetings, subscriptions, group chats. 2. Circle the 5 that drain you and give you nothing back. 3. Be honest about which ones you keep around out of guilt, not value. You're not broken, you're full. There's a difference. Step 2. Cut the input. The mistake here is thinking you need a sabbatical, a silent retreat, or some big dramatic exit to come back to yourself. You don't. Those are avoidance dressed up as wellness. The flip. Presence doesn't come from going far away. It comes from one honest hour where nothing is allowed to talk to you, not your phone, not your calendar, not the voice in your head rehearsing tomorrow. 3 actions. 1. Block 1 hour today, not tomorrow. Today. 2. Phone in another room, not face down, another room. 3. No agenda, no journaling prompt, no podcast, just you and the quiet. If an hour feels impossible, that's your diagnosis right there. You're more saturated than you thought. Step 3. Ask the one question. The mistake people make in the quiet is filling it with more thinking, more planning, more problem solving. That's just the noise relocating. The flip. In that hour, you only ask one question. What have I outgrown that I'm still pretending fits? You already know the answer. You've known for months. Your soul has been whispering it. You just haven't been quiet long enough to say it out loud. 3 things to do with what comes up. 1. Write it down without editing. 2. Pick the one thing that scared you most to admit. That's the real one. 3. Take one small action this week that honors the truth of it. Not a dramatic exit. Just one move that signals to yourself you heard you. This is the work. Not finding a new rhythm, hearing the one already underneath. So here's the recap. You're not burned out. You're in a quiet crisis of presence. The fix isn't more, it's less. Diagnose the input. Cut the noise. Ask the one question you've been avoiding. Do that, and the clarity you've been chasing stops being something you have to manufacture. It just shows up, because it was always there. A personal invitation from the Oracle. If this stirred something in you, that quiet recognition that the noise has been louder than your own voice for a while now, I want you to know that feeling is sacred. It's the part of you that's been waiting patiently to be heard, the light. Between Oracle was built for exactly this threshold, the moment when you realize the answers aren't out there in another book or another method. They're underneath everything you've been carrying. Inside, you'll find tailored guidance for your deepest questions, a place of power to transform the patterns that drain you, self-hypnosis practices to rewire what's been running you on autopilot, soul prayer for the conversations only you and your inner wisdom can have, and poetic insights to capture what surfaces when you finally get quiet enough to listen. 5 guides. 1. Living 5-layer path. Built to meet you exactly where you are. Explore the light between Oracle whenever you are ready, and carry everything you have already heard in the quiet today into that next chapter.